Okay, so today I also finished my mixed media altar book inspired by LorriMarie Jenkins. This is the front cover. I started this book back in January, I think, February maybe. And I only had 2 pages left. So I wanted to get this done, and then I had a couple of tags. I never did get to do the dangles or anything, but that's okay. I'm going to move on and call this one done. So the cover is just basically black gesso with a napkin over it. This is the die cut that I received from my friend Vicky. Hi Vicky, if you're watching. And some happy mail. Once I Mod Podged the napkin on there, you couldn't see the bird anymore, so I just took my gel pen and sketched around the outside of the bird so that you could notice it better. And then I just stamped on some pattern paper and just Mod Podge those on there too. So you can see like there's a birdhouse, there's some ivy. Yeah, anyways. So this one was pretty much a learning curve. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I really enjoyed the process. This is the inside cover, and this is just watercolored and some images. I didn't really know what I was doing as far as collage work goes, but I wanted to, this is just a pink watercolor. I wanted to keep the background, I wanted to keep the name of the book and the school district and all that kind of stuff intact. This, I believe, was my first page, and I didn't really know what I was doing as far as collage went, but I really liked these images, and I really enjoyed doing the backgrounds. So yeah, this was done many, many months ago. Here is the next page with just some cats, and then I just did some doodling. I also think this was before I got my Stabilo pencil, which I have a love-hate relationship with my Stabilo. I don't know. I love the smoky finish it gives, but I'm not sure. I just don't like the mess that it leaves behind. I wish it was more permanent. I really do like the white gel pen and the white paint pens. And I like to put dots and doodles and stuff like that. I could probably still go back through and do more doodling, but I'm calling this book done because I already have another one started and I want to keep going on that. This is probably one of my favorite pages. I really love the turquoise and the purple together, and I love this image and the gold splatters. This was just a napkin Mod Podged on here. I just did some white dots with my pen. This is a LorriMarie Jenkins image that I received in her monthly Patreon. This was like a pop-up page. You can see that this is a stencil on some painty papers. And then I tried to do her bubble technique, LorriMarie Jenkins bubble technique, and didn't quite have that down. But I do like this pop-up pocket page. I did these tags last night. This side I had done several months ago, but this side I need to put an image on. And same with this one. This one I had done months and months ago, but this side I needed to put an image on. I really like this page with the pockets and the ties. There's like paper punches here. And then you tie these pockets together. This is a fun tag that I created. This is actually inspired by Tammy Brackett. She calls this a heavy metal heart. And basically what it is you just crumple up tin foil, put it over whatever shape you're making. In my case, it was a heart. And then I took my alcohol inks, and that's how I got the vibrant color, the color in the background. And then I just took my black StazOn and just kind of went over it like that, just to kind of give it that cool look. So I'm going to make more of these. I really like that. I love this texture. So that was fun. These little guys were inspired by LorriMarie Jenkins. These are just coffee stir sticks with the Tim Holtz little people on there. And then I just took some Distress ink and distress the sticks. So they're just kind of fun, and they just kind of go in this little pocket. I really like interactive pieces in there, so I'm going to try to do more of that in my next book. Here is just a collage that I did with some painty papers, some painty book pages, and yeah, just some doodles around there. This side I just finished last night. This one I had done several months ago. It was a magazine page that I was going to paint over, but then I liked her face, so I actually cut that out. And then this is a flower from the Daphne's Diary magazine. This is a flower from Daphne's Diary. And then this is one of LorriMarie Jenkins' collage images that I received in her Patreon. And I love how this background turned out. I can't even remember how I achieved this. I want to say, I think I put the acrylic paint on before the Mod Podge was dry. And that's how it created the crackle, because I don't have any crackle paste. So I thought that was kind of cool how that did that. I just left it as is. This is an acetate page, so you could see the doll here through there. Here's the acetate window. And you can see the other doll. Not sure I like the lime green and yellow, but that's okay. And you can faintly see some of the collage images around the back, which I think is kind of cool. I love this background technique. This is the acrylic paint and rubbing alcohol inks. I love the background that creates. And that's just Snoopy and the Geico guy. This is just a cat collage page. These are images from Daphne's Diary, and this paper is an insert. This is called Volcano Rock paper. So it's a handmade paper that I got many years ago, and I thought it would look cool in here, and it's so thick. It feels like fabric right now, so I really love that. And then this is just the book page from this book that I just cut out and pasted on there with the American flag, and then it has the Pledge of Allegiance down below, and just some white doodles with my paint pen and my gel pen. This is a pocket made out of a manila folder, and this is a tag that I created with some wire and some beads. The next page, this was a 2018 napkin. So that's how long this background has been done. I think I did this. This was one of the, I don't know, earlier pages that I did. But I just added the focal points last night. So this is one of LorriMarie Jenkins' Patreon focal points. And so are these teacups here and this art. So I just plastered that on there just so that I could call this page done. This was probably the second page that I did. So I normally do like one layout in the front, and then I'll go all the way to the back of the book and just kind of keep going back and forth just to kind of keep the book from falling apart. And so I really like the texture. I don't know if you guys can see that texture. You get that texture when you put gesso all over your pages and then you close it and open it, and it creates all this cool texture. You let it dry, and then you can add your acrylics or watercolor or whatever. And I just put that pretty dog face on there. Yeah, again, this was one of my earlier collages that I really didn't know what I was doing. So you can see all the book pages where I probably could have covered them up with some paint, but that's okay. That's how you learn. And then I don't really like the decoration of this page, but I love this little door or window, whatever you want to call it, door I guess, with the altar puzzle piece. So this has been done for quite some time. And that just closes shut like that. And then this is the last page of the book. So you can see I had glued many pages together to create this window, which is so much fun. I just love it. And that was also inspired by LorriMarie. The whole book is inspired by her. But I'm just learning, so, you know, I'm learning how to do collage. I think I got the backgrounds done. I love doing the backgrounds. But the collaging part now is my challenge. And then here is a tag. This tag was inspired by Pack or Die here on YouTube. I love the way she does the techniques with the baby wipes. And then there's some stenciling, and yeah, it's so pretty. These are stamps. And then I kept the original library pocket with the librarian. It had some information written there, so I just kept that as is. And then just threw a couple focal points on there. Really no rhyme or reason to them. I just liked the images. And there's the back. So that is my very first altar book. I'm calling it done. I thought it was a lot of fun. I definitely learned a lot from doing this book. So today then what I did was I worked on another page. I thought I had my camera on while I was doing it, but I didn't. So this is my second book. This book is a little bit bigger as far as height and width. So like this one I think is, oops, this one is 5 by, I bet it's 7. 5 by 8. And this one is almost 6, so 5 3/4 by 9.5. So it's quite a bit bigger. And they just get displayed on my dresser in my craft room, like this. One day I'll show you my craft room. It's just always a mess. So. Okay, so then this book I started quite a while ago. Couldn't even tell you when. But I really wanted to do this drawer technique. So I did that. I think it was one of the first things I did. I think I did this I think I did a video on this. Not 100% sure. Pretty sure I did. But this is more of an art journal page, I think, rather than collage work per se. I don't know. But again, I wanted to do the sunflowers, and I just, for some reason, I chose to do it in this book versus my art journal. And then this page, like I said, I just did today. I love the background, the purple and the pink. Those are Dilutions paints. And then these two focal points are also from LorriMarie's Patreon. I still need to go and do Stabilo around the edge and around the focal point. And I thought about maybe adding a body, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. So then I still have these pages to work with. I've taken quite a few pages out of this book. I do love this background as well. I love the turquoise and the orange together. And this image and this image are also from LorriMarie Jenkins. So my goal, I'm going to finish this book up using Lori's, using the images that I've received from her Patreon. And then the next book, I'm really going to try hard to create my own focal points with magazine pages. I picked up some different magazines, and I think that was part of my problem, was I didn't really have the type of magazines to find these really cool images. So I like that page. I've got a blank one here now. This, I started to put book pages on here, but I didn't do anything further. So this might be my next layout that I do. I'm not sure. This one I did quite a while ago with the acetate window. I think I shared this one. I'm not sure. I love this acetate paper that's from the Planner Society. So one side has like the copper polka dots, and then the other side has silver. And I do like this image. This was, I really liked this one as well. I like the background. as well as the images. This farmer was actually looking out over his field. He was looking out over his field, and I found a picture of a pool, swimming pool, and I put that there. I'm still on the hunt for a shark fin because I want to put a shark fin in there. So I think I have a rubber stamp that's a shark fin, so I may just end up having to do that. And then this is the back of the book, so you can see it's not going to take much to finish this book, and I really have a cool idea for the cover. So I didn't have enough pages, so you can see that there's dips in here, so the next time I do these drawers and they pull out, I still need to find little fun things to put inside there, but they all pull out. These are a little bit tight, so if I pull, they're going to squeak and make that annoying chalkboard noise, so I won't do that to you. But this was another image that I got from LorriMarie. This was, she did this last month, I think, or earlier in the month. She called it a 5-ingredient collage, and I just love her work. So I printed this out. She sent this in the Patreon. And I printed it out, and I just slapped the whole thing down on this page and called it done. I did take my Stabilo and went all the way around it. So that is the end, and then there's the back. So, yeah, I think I might, so like I said, I did this page today. I tried to film it, but my camera was just being goofy. So I just wanted to share that. The next time I do a page, I will actually take you guys along so that you can see my process if you want, or not, or anyways, I want to get back in. I want to finish this book before the end of the year if possible, so that in January I can start a new one. That is my goal. So we'll see what happens. Now that I have the other one finished, I wait till the end to do the cover just because I get so much paint and glue and ink all over everything when I'm doing the inside pages. But I have a really cool finish that I want to do on the back with some silver duct tape. I thought that would be cool. And then maybe put do like a patina kind of finish. We'll see. I need to learn how to do it, and this would be a good practice book. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you had a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!